I invite you to find a comfortable seat. You might want to use a block under your hips or under your knees for support, and perhaps keeping some blocks at the top of the mat for throughout practice. As we start, taking one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. We'll begin with some breathing together. Noticing the sounds around you. You can notice the temperature on your elbows. You can notice the air filling up your lungs completely. And as you notice these things, these features of this moment, allowing for this moment and wherever it may be. We'll take 3 deep inhales together, exhaling with a sigh. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling with a sigh. Feeling your heart. Bringing both hands to heart center. In deep gratitude for this moment. Welcoming an opportunity to set an intention for this practice this morning and for the rest of your day. An intention you can return to throughout this practice. With your next inhale, sweeping your arms up to the sky. Exhale, twisting, turning to the right. Left hand comes to right knee. Gaze can go back over right shoulder. Staying here for 3 breaths. Rising tall with the inhale. Exhale to twist a little further to the right. 2 more breaths. Finding the twist from your belly button. Next inhale, rises your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold over your crossed legs. Extending your arms out long in front of you, shaking your head yes and no. Walking yourself back up through center. You have your legs crossed, taking the opposite foot in front. And when you're ready, inhaling arms up to the sky. Exhale, twisting to the left. Staying for 3 breaths, just as we did on the right. Inhale helps you to rise a little taller through your spine and crown of head. Exhale to twist from your belly button a little further to the left. Gaze goes over left shoulder. Last breath here. Inhale, brings your arms sweeping up overhead. Exhale, forward fold over your crossed legs. Arms reach out long. Gaze can go down or towards your feet. Slowly walking yourself back up through center. Taking head circles, 1 or 2 in each direction. Finding the center of your mat, hands and knees to tabletop. Inhale to let your head and tail rise for cow. Exhale, head drops, belly lifts for cat, rounding through your spine, arching up. Taking one breath, one movement, moving between cat and cow for 3 breath rounds. Finding any micro movements you might need along the way, perhaps side to side, or more of a wave form. And one more breath, finding these shapes, extending through your spine. Tucking your toes next behind you. All 10 toes are on the mat. Slowly walking your hips and hands back so that your hips are on top of your heels. Knees are together. Heels and toes are together. Broken toe pose. Roll your shoulders up and back a couple of times. Sweeping arms in a big circle up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, arms sweep in a circle to the back of your base of the spine. Hands interweave into a fist. Your rolled shoulders coming back a little further, creating more spaciousness between your ears and your shoulders. Softly bringing your fist over to the left hip. And with your fist on your left hip, dropping your left ear to left shoulder, or letting it hover above, as it very well might not reach that shoulder. Imagining the space between getting shorter as you lengthen along the right side. Continuing with your breath. More breaths. Noticing what you need to notice here. Slowly, gently rising your head through center, extending your arms long behind you. Fingers still interwoven. Softly bringing your fist to the right hip behind you. And dropping your right ear to right shoulder. Extending, finding length along the left side. When you're ready, coming back up through center, first with your head, and releasing your arms long behind you, fluttering your fingers. Sweeping arms up overhead, hands through heart center. And lastly, planting your hands onto the mat in front of you, untucking your toes, patting them out. And then for the counter stretch, walking your hands behind you, fingers pointing towards the top front of the mat. And the option to slowly lift your hips here. For one more full breath. Strong through your neck. As you exhale to lower your hips back down to your heels, hands to the mat, toes, one at a time, reach long behind you. So you come into plank, high plank. with fingers all the way outstretched. Staying here for one breath, pushing up through your shoulders. Exhale, lowering all the way to your belly with elbows tucked in. Slowly and carefully landing with hands under shoulders, lifting from your heart for baby cobra. Staying for 2 full rounds of breath. And exhale to lower. Bring your left arm out to a T. Using your right hand as support and rolling over onto the left shoulder. Listening to your breath here. Allowing for the softness through your left shoulder with each breath passing. Some options to elaborate on this stretch here would be to prop your right knee up towards the sky with foot planted down and crossed behind left leg. Another would be to circle right arm around to reach for the right foot. Pressing your right foot into your right hand. Finding balance here. If this feels too much or not in flow at this moment for your body, take it back a couple steps and find the spot that feels right for you. Trusting your intuition. We'll be here 2 more breaths, allowing yourself to arrive. Slowly rolling yourself back through center. Both hands under shoulders, lifting from your heart, inhale. Exhale, release and lower. Right arm comes out to a T. Rolling over onto your right shoulder. Same options on this side, but coming into it slowly, just as you did before. Circling left arm around to find left foot if you'd like. Finding that bind, pressing left foot to left hand. 4 more beautiful round breaths here. Releasing the bind, bring your left hand back in front of you, rolling through center. Circling your arms long by your sides, bending through both knees, windshield wipering legs side to side. And then reaching around for each ankle, pressing your foot into each hand. For bow pose, pressing your feet into your hands, lifting from your heart. For 3 breaths, letting your shoulders reach behind you, opening through your chest, along your arms into your fingertips. Last breath here, rising taller. Exhale, release and lower. Hands come under shoulder blades. Lifting up to high plank with the inhale. Exhale, dropping halfway, untucking toes, lifting from the heart for up dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Looking forward, bending through both knees, stepping or hopping to the top of the mat, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, release and lower. Rolling one vertebra at a time, all the way up to standing. Arms reaching overhead. Hands to heart center, exhale. Taking a moment to return to your intention from the start of class. Perhaps sending yourself a kind, generous sigh. Circle sweeping arms up to the sky. Taking your arms cactus style, baby back bend. You may open your mouth for a sigh. Let's do that one more time. Arms to the sky, inhale. Exhale, cactus arms, baby back bend. Reaching up to the sky. Taking your right hand to left wrist, and then coming with your arms over to the right side. For crescent moon side bends. Feet are together. 2 breaths. Inhale, rising up through center, reversing the grip of your hands, left hand to right wrist. Inhale to rise. Exhale to lean over to the left side. Inhale comes up through center, stepping your feet hips width distance. Inhale, rising tall. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, planting hands, stepping back to high plank. Staying for the inhale. Exhale, elbows tucked, lowering halfway. Halfway lift for baby cobra or up dog. Exhale, sending hips up and back, downward facing dog. Another full round of breath. Looking forward, bending through both knees. Stepping to the top of the mat, forward folds. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, release and lower. Rolling all the way up through center. Arms circle to the sky, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Staying for one breath. Circling arms to the sky. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, planting hands, stepping or hopping back, high plank to low plank, up dog, an option for cobra. Staying for the inhale. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Staying for 2 breaths. Inhale sends right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Rolling your ankle 2 rounds both directions. Looking forward, stepping forward to low lunge. Foot is between hands, framing. Lowering back knee and foot. Arms rise up overhead, Anjaneyasana. Baby back bend, cactus arms. Arms up to the sky. Bringing your right hand to your belly, left hand to your low back. Tucking your back toe, lifting through your knee to high crescent lunge, stacking your knee, your heel on the left foot over your toes. Dropping your back heel, turning your toes to face slightly forward. Front toes on the right foot stay forward. Hips open up wide. Warrior two. Staying with your hands supporting from your belly to your back. Arms open out to a T. Reversing your warrior. Right arm to the sky, left arm to hip crease. Arms come back out to a T, flipping your front palm, inching forward and lowering for extended side angle. Left arm to the sky. Rising back up to your warrior two. And then circle sweeping arms, cartwheeling them down to frame your right foot, low lunge. Right arm to the sky, simple twist, one breath. Both hands to the mat, stepping back to high plank, filling up, lowering halfway or all the way, up dog or cobra. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. 2 full rounds of breath. Sending left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog, finding 2 ankle circles on each direction. Looking forward, stepping forward. Foot is framed by hands in low lunge. Lowering back knee and foot. Arms rise up overhead, Anjali Asana. Baby back bend, cactus arms. Arms to the sky. Bring left hand to belly, right hand to low back. Breathing into your hands. Setting up to go from Anjali Asana, low lunge, into high lunge, crescent. Tucking back toe, lifting back knee. And then once you've arrived, stacking your back heel over your back toes. Continuing to breathe in this space between your hands. Dropping your back heel, toes pointed slightly forward, hips open up wide, warrior two stance. Staying with your breath and your belly. Arms open out to a T. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior, left arm to the sky. Right arm can come to your hip crease behind you. Both arms back out to a T, flipping your front palm, inching along the horizon line. Lowering left arm, right arm to the sky, extended side angle. Climbing invisible ropes straight up to return to your horizon line, staying for one breath. Cartwheeling your arms down to the earth to frame your foot for low lunge. Planting through your right hand, left arm to the sky, simple twist. Both hands to the mat, stepping both feet back together for high plank. Inhale to stay. Lowering halfway or all the way, elbows tucked for up dog. Exhale, sends your hips up and back, downward facing dog. adding on, sending your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Stepping it through, low lunge. Lowering back knee and foot, Anjaneyasana, arms rise. Baby back bend. Arms to the sky. Right hand to belly, left hand to low back. Back toe tucks, lifting up, high crescent lunge. Arms to the sky. Back to belly and back, opening up, warrior two stance. Arms out to a T. Extending through your front knee. Finding a bind to your hip crease behind you. Looking forward and then stepping forward, hands to the top right corner of the mat for half moon balance. Finding the extension through your left arm. Staying here for a few more breaths. Slowly lowering both hands to the earth, pivoting your hips so that they're pointed down. Left leg to the sky for standing split. Head drops. Stepping back from there to low lunge, hands framing foot. Right arm to the sky, simple twist. Both hands to the mat, stepping back, low for high plank to low plank. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Sending left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Stepping it through, low lunge. Lowering back, knee and foot, arms to the sky, Anjaneyasana. Filling up and baby back bend, exhale. Left hand to belly, right hand to back. Back toe tucks, rising up to high crescent lunge. Opening up wide, warrior two stance. Arms out to a T. Extending through front knee. Turning all your toes towards the right side of your mat for pyramid. As you hinge at your hips, arms out wide, forward fold, wide legs. Reaching for your ankles. Letting your head drop down to the earth. We're close to it. 3 breaths. Left hand to right shin, right arm to the sky, twisting open. Crossing right arm over left to the left shin, left arm to the sky, twisting to the left. Exhale, release and lower, shaking out your head, rolling up 1 vertebra at a time. Arms reach up overhead, 5-pointed star. Turning left toes to point forward, keeping both legs extended. Arms to a T. As you take the bind option to your hip crease behind you with your right arm. Looking forward, stepping forward with your left hand to the left corner of the top of the mat. Half moon balance. Extending right arm up overhead when you're ready. Staying for 4 breaths. You might even try lifting your left hand off of the earth a couple inches. Creating that 5-pointed star shape we just had with wide-legged forward fold. Only we're raised on one leg here, balancing. Gently and carefully taking both hands to the tops, corners of the mat, hips facing down, right leg to the sky, standing split, head lowers. Stepping back, low lunge. Right hand plants, left arm to the sky, simple twist. Both hands to the mat, stepping back, high plank. High plank to low plank, elbows tucked, up dog, inhale. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Opening up through your hip, scorpion, stacking your hips. Leveling out through your shoulders. Bringing your heel a little bit closer to your glutes. And then from here, moving into bringing your knee to chest. Stepping through low lunge. Rising up, high crescent lunge. Opening up, warrior 2. Flipping front palm, reversing warrior. Extend through front knee. Arms out to a T. Flipping front palm and hinging forward. Extended triangle, left arm to the sky. Climbing straight up, returning to your T. Left arm to the bind behind you, looking forward, finding the shape of your half moon balance. Extending through both arms. From here, gently and carefully, taking your hands to heart center. Knee, hips pointed down. Left leg stays lifted. And then like a pendulum, very slowly, bringing your knee raised in front of you. Right hand to left knee. Left arm opens up behind you. Twisting to the left. Back through heart center. Left hand supports left foot, coming into your inner thigh of the seam on your right leg, or tree. You can also go to your inner calf, or as a kickstand to the earth. Careful to avoid your knee. As you find your branches and extend your arms up to the sky. 4 beautiful breaths. Hands to heart center. Releasing your foot to the earth. Arms circle up overhead. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, release. Hands plant, stepping back, high plank to low plank. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Taking a full breath. Sending left leg to the sky, 3-legged dog to scorpion, stacking hips. leveling through shoulders, bringing the heel closer to bottom. Transitioning from here to bringing your knee hovered into your chest, staying for a moment. And stepping through low lunge. Low lunge to high lunge, crescent. Opening up, warrior two, arms to the horizon line. Back knee lands. Flipping your front palm, reversing your warrior. Left arm to the sky. Extending through both knees. Arms out to a T, flipping front palm and hinging at the horizon line. Or extended triangle. Right arm goes to the sky. Climbing straight up. Arms out to a T. Bringing right arm behind you to a bind. And then shifting from here to your half moon balance. Left hand goes to the top left corner of the mat. Arms both extend, finding your balance, perhaps those fingers lifting off of the earth. Shifting from here to hands, heart center, hips pointed down, right leg stays lifted. Warrior three for one breath before shifting, transitioning like a pendulum to your knee raised in front, standing tall. Left hand comes to right knee. Right arm comes out long behind you, twisting to the right. Hands to heart center. Using right hand as support to bring right foot to your inseam of your thigh, calf, or foot. Finding your tree shape, allowing your arms to extend. Hands to heart center, releasing your foot to the earth. Seeing your breath to fill up. And then rising arms up to the sky, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the earth. Step left foot back. And then from low lunge, walking your right foot to your left ankle. I'll say that again. Walking your right foot over to your left wrist. And then dropping your right knee to right wrist. Setting up for pigeon. Staying lifted, one breath. Exhale, lowering knee, lowering foot. And extending into your pigeon. Perhaps finding a block under your forehead. You also have a block under your right hip. Or a blanket folded up. Staying here for 6 breaths. Allowing your hips to level and lower. Gently walking yourself back up through center. Shifting onto your right hip, circling left leg around. Crossing legs, planting hands, stepping back to high plank, lowering to low plank, and up dog, inhale. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Bring the knee into hover. And then planting your foot through for low lunge. Just as before, heel toeing your left foot to right wrist, dropping left knee to left wrist. Staying lifted for one breath. Lowering knee, lowering heel. And slowly walking yourself out for extended pigeon. Finding the support from the props you need, or finding the support from the ground beneath you as you settle in for 6 beautiful breaths. Taking yourself carefully back up to proud pigeon. Arms can fly behind you. Heart is lifted. Shifting onto your left hip, right leg circles around in front of you. Both legs out in front. Hands come under knees. And allow yourself to be playful, rocking and rolling back and forth on the length of your spine. You may come into plow with your legs behind you, over your head, or candlestick for a moment. Candlestick, sending your legs in an up the wall stance. Flex toes, point down towards your face. Hands support your hips with elbows to the earth. You can also do this one with a block under your hip. And plow, bringing your legs up overhead, toes pointed down to the earth behind your head. Knees may cradle your face if you'd like. To come out of this, slowly bringing knees into chest, continuing your rock until you meet the earth steadily. With your legs long out in front of you, bending through both knees. Reaching to brush the back of your heels, lifting your hips off of the ground. For bridge, you can make this supported bridge by having a block under your hips. And stay for 3 more breaths. Lowering your hips to the earth, knees come into chest, rocking side to side. And then crossing right knee over left for eagle legs. Dropping your legs over to the left side. Left hand supports your legs as your right arm comes out to a T. Twisting and gazing over to the right for eagle supine twist. Carefully bringing your knees back through center, reversing the cross so that left leg is on top of your eagle legs, dropping your knees over to the right side. Right hand supports as left arm opens out to a T and your gaze can follow. Continuing to track your breath. Taking to notice how long your inhales are. And if your exhales can be just as long. Bring knees back through center, giving yourself one more squeeze. And then happy baby, flat feet go up to the sky, hands wrap around the outside of your feet. Opening your knees and hips out wide. Maybe finding movement side to side or stillness through center. Staying here as long as you like. And when you're ready, moving into Shavasana. Final resting spot of class today. Releasing your legs out long. Or taking butterfly legs, feet to touch, knees out wide. Your choice, or you could do both. With arms long by your sides. Allowing yourself to settle into the earth. Knowing you've brought everything you can to this moment. You've done your best. As we come to a close, I welcome you to find small movements in fingers and toes. Noticing the sounds around you. Temperature in your arms. You can return to noticing your breath. Filling you up with each inhale. And releasing with each exhale. Extending your arms up overhead if you'd like for a full body stretch. Fingers and toes point. And rolling over to one side to a fetal position, curling up into a ball. Pressing up to a seated position, keeping eyes soft or closed. Bringing one hand to belly, one hand to heart. Returning to your intention. The kind words you sent yourself at the beginning of class. We'll end as we began with 3 breaths together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale with a sigh. Bring my hands to heart center. Deep gratitude to all of you for sharing in this moment with me. Sharing in your practice. May the light, student and teacher in me, honor and cherish the light student and teacher in you.